Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you're about to witness my nerdy fan and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. As we enter the final weekend of shoots. Yes! There's a mixture of emotions.
Yeah. All right, good.
I made us laugh.
Zach started crying.
I am already crying.
We have to move on.
You gotta talk in the mic because we can't see your lips moving anymore.
Mixed emotions, late nights. Is that better?
Yes, it's good.
Okay.
Wait,
Except when
this
it's
is his
like
mixed emotions face.
Now, I told
My eyes
I told a
changed.
couple
Did you
people. I told you guys this already. It's everyone's job. The goal, folks, is to get me to cry.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I think there
Yes.
should be like
Well, I mean, that's going to be
legend point or
easy. The
something.
last session, we're just going to bring back those little ear electric shockers.
Nice.
That mustache gotcha. We're not going to attach it to your
recently?
ears, though.
Oh! Okay.
I was thinking, like, no, what were you guys thinking?
Wow.
Move on! We can only see your eyes.
All right. Oh, that's a little sad, but I'm gonna. I don't think we have anything else, right? Watch the stuff. Watch the Brick Memories, Starmind audio logs.
Yep.
That title will make sense by the time you get to the end. Oh. Hopefully. Anyways, let's dive into the most moving oniest episode of BombSquad.
Ominous. I don't know. We should keep that.
Aww.
We dive back in. Now you. Oh no.
My goodness.
All right.
How did you do that?
Yeah!
That was good.
It wouldn't be the first time you shot a
Legendary.
hero.
Hey!
Nice.
One for the woman.
Wow.
You gotta share. All right.
Hey, can I do? We haven't even started playing
No,
yet.
I
Am
know.
allowed to
You're
do
on
This is a good start.
What a joy. Speaking of, actually, this is a good way to lead in. Now you definitely don't know what you missed in behind the scenes. A lot just actually happened. So thank you, supporters, for being there, and I look forward to seeing you laugh at us in the comments. Who gave him the Nerf gun?
Who gave me the Nerf gun?
Jadar.
Jadar.
Yeah.
It was actually my parents giving my son a Nerf gun.
I don't know. I think it might have been us.
No, I think this was a bomb and bomb.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gave your kids Nerf guns.
Side note,
Jane Nerf.
Dan's gonna restart the timer here to get legit.
All right, I'll be done.
Okay. Sorry, I was saying in behind the scenes, this is going to be the most episode one-iest of episodes because we missed a month due to illness. So we're all finally sitting down after 2 months. But it's going to be fun. And with the legend points just flying off the shelf at the end here, speaking of...
We're going to need them.
I'm blanking. Oh, Sam, since we RP'd so much that we didn't get to the challenge event with Janae here, Sam and the bouncers are giving you guys, and this is in conjunction, we actually had you roll and you got an exceptional success on a mind dredge, precog sort of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of having that be part of the challenge event, I'm doubling the number of dice that Sam's giving you. Everybody has a pool of 4d6 that they can add to rolls. You can add all 4 at once, or you can spread them out over rolls for combat. For the rest of this weekend,
a pool of
Okay.
D6.
you guys have a pool of 46 to represent.
And without saying, right,
does
of
that
course,
mean?
they do explode.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Do we get all 4, or do we get to pick just one?
No, you have 4, basically a pool of 4 dice. You can spend all 4 on one roll. You can spend 1 on different rolls.
Okay.
Whatever
Like
you
you're
wanna do.
saying, you just add them to
And
whatever you get.
you can, to make them extra special, you can add them in after you've rolled. If
Oh,
you
okay,
feel,
that's what I was
if
gonna
it's a
ask.
fail.
Okay.
If I'm
Nice.
like, you failed, you can add it in.
Okay.
And hopefully we can flavor in the Sam and the bouncers being a part of
Nice.
that. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hey,
His hair
buddy.
started sweating.
No, I just realized, like, how long, like, what's the line? When do I take it off? When
And
is it
we
okay?
already had crossed that a while ago.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think
About
we're good.
halfway through the
Everybody
behind the
stopped
scenes
watching by now, so I think we're good.
You're still here. Hi,
You're
Adam.
still here.
Hi, Mustache.
All
There's
right.
one guy, I think he's David on YouTube. I see you in the comments, Dave.
He's
Hi,
with
Dave.
us.
Oh,
Hi.
He is with us. No, I'm serious. There is a David in the comments.
David's like,
I mean,
am I?
sometimes I'm on my personal channel. Maybe that's what it is.
No, there's another one.
Hi.
All right, so,
Dan, that's me.
in other news, you guys have been giving NPCs legend points throughout the campaign, and you just happened to give 10 legend points. So everybody gets 2 legend points from the NPCs that you guys have been giving me throughout the campaign for little quips.
Wait, really? You've been keeping track of
I
this?
don't know was tracking it. I might have miscounted because I wasn't keeping track at the very beginning, and then I started keeping track. But I counted 10. Comment below if you know the accurate number.
You have to go back and watch from episode 1.
From episode 1.
You have
yes.
1 month.
I thought
We
about
do need to
doing
up our
Go.
watch hours, so
Yes. I thought about doing it. I didn't do it. I'm just like, 10. So, speaking of thinking of special ones, like Demeter got one, Ajax for taco comments, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, everybody gets 2 legend points from NPCs
Wow.
to use for the
Yay.
campaign.
I'm up to 3.
Good. All right.
be fine.
Loaded.
And 46. So,
And 46. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so housekeeping out of the way. We had some RP with Grandfather and Sam, kind of setting up what we're going to start to do. I'm totally changing this on you guys last minute. I think we're going to go into one set of roles for the challenge event and then go into some more RP in the middle, because I think it's good that we start setting things up. You guys have a general plan. I'm going to go over it and then correct me if you guys want to tweak anything, and then we'll go into some roles. The idea is Origin is seeking the priority module. He has a sense of where it is, and you know if
Candy
you
wrapper
do
in the movie theater.
Yeah. If you do anything to it, he will immediately act. As of now, he thinks he's already won, and he's just waiting for everyone to burn out, and then he's going to walk in. Aurora had the vision of Origin manifesting himself as a physical entity on the temporal realm to complete his consumption of the world, being manifested on every realm, every aspect of himself, manifesting on every realm of existence and consuming everything. So you guys debated whether to destroy the module, which contains the potential for Unten and human life in it. You then decided that you're going to fake attempting to destroy it in the effort to force Origin's hand at the time and place of your choosing. In doing that, you're trying to create forces. The gods are all going to create assaults on Origin in each of their realms where he is, to help spread his attention and his power as far as possible, stretch him as thin as possible. And 𝒂𝒄𝒂 and Homer are also going with Pimpam and Quinn to Avicen to fake an assault. Oh, Ilyad too. Okay, yes, that's right, because he's going to help make the Phantasm to fake a full-on assault on Avicen, with the hopes of having some of the yo-yos, which are those pods that can come down and then rapid eject back into orbit to help you guys escape from the ship Sam and the bouncers arrived in. So that's the general plan. This is going to be our last time skip, where somewhere around a year is passing of you guys preparing for this moment. Because again, Origin is just going to sit back and wait. He knows the inevitable. He already believes he knows everything that is going to happen. So you have time to prepare, and that's what this challenge event is for.
What a stressful
One of the other
year.
things we kind of talked about a little more behind the scenes is having the dwarven teleportation ring that's going to send anyone who can't be a part of the fight to Norries to be safe when this happens. So the plan for this challenge event will be setting up defenses at 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂, because once it happens, you know, it's, I was talking about like Sauron in the Discord. As soon as you do it, his eye is going to turn right on it, and Origin is going to attempt to manifest himself as soon as you guys start your plan. There's some more information that'll come up after the first round of challenge event to kind of really solidify the full plan and expectations for that. But
Okay.
how do we want to begin? Does anyone have some? Oh, I'm sorry. One last housekeeping thing. This is part of the challenge event. The challenge event is going to determine initiative in combat. We're not going to roll for initiative. You guys can pick the order you go in, so you can do that. We'll do that ahead of time for next session. Green is top of the order. Black is bottom of the order. Currently, Origin and his captain spawns, the two baddies in initiative, are here in the middle, being Brick and Ajax as two initiatives. Brick, Ajax, and Quinn. Not specific order, but with Brick and Ajax, you come to 6. So they're dead in the center. For every 2 successes in the challenge event, you can move one of them down in order. For every failure, both of them move up. If they both get to the bottom, if you get both of them to the bottom of the initiative tracker, you can then attempt to roll to have a surprise round. And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I have one more ruling on it.
So we would need 12 successes to get them both all the way down.
Yes, correct. And then if they both get to the top, they get to roll for a surprise. Now, the surprise isn't guaranteed. You'll still contested roll either way.
Okay.
But if they get to the top, they get to roll. If one of them gets to the top. So they have an easier time getting up. But it means every exceptional success would move one down. So potentially you could do it in 6 exceptional successes. Move both of them to the bottom. So that's the mechanical level of the challenge event. And it'll kind of determine how we do combat, and then the initiative order will stay for that. So, Origin and Captain. All right. Tag, you're it. How do you guys want to begin? If you want to take a moment to RP as a team or meta talk as a team, that's fine.
Did we determine the specific location where we're gonna do this?
Relatively, because Jacob made the map. But it's going to be out in front. And I'm sorry, I should have had gotten a thing for him. But actually, you know what? While you guys talk, I think he sent me the link. I might be able to pull it up.
Because we decided outside of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
Yeah.
It is outside of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. Yup.
And like in
I'll
the
try and
waist.
pull it up here so you guys can see it. Give me just
In the
a
waist,
sec.
it's outside of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
Yeah. So ideally, we would get people away from it. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know if we should have like a populated area near it.
And there definitely won't be. Although I think what we had talked about with getting people out through the teleportation rings is going to have to be one of the rolls we make for sure.
So we have to roll for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, so there's, I would say that there's probably 2 different parties that we'd want to stay, which would be your bouncers, like the troops, right?
Yeah.
Who because it's not going to just be Origin; it's going to be the armies,
Right.
and then potentially the armies of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
Yeah, combatants. Yeah, like women and children probably.
Pim Pam, Ilyad, you have to stay home.
Harsh.
Wow. So there's that, and can we like pick our roles?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Because this is the preparation time that we're getting ready, that year-long time skip, right? Around that time,
Yep.
this is us prepping. So, do you know what you want to do?
So this we're saying a year is this session.
This is yes.
Yes, correct. Yeah, and we'll do a round of rolls. We'll have some RP because Grandfather and the Primal Dragons are going to show up and talk with you guys,
Nice.
and then another round based off that information.
Okay.
So, Dan, we had talked about, like, I would love for just a time for Brick to go up and spend time on the Marrow with his family.
Yes.
And the ship, be with Sam, find out if there's anybody else he knows who's still alive, and just try to... I feel like that's one of the first things he would want to do, is just to try to reconnect with his old existence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And... oh, shoot, I had this up. So I was gonna make that a presence roll
Okay.
to... Because, like, now he's now having to... he's now having to balance these two worlds and try to maintain some sense of self, and... because it's like the world that he knew is kind of gone, and then this world that he's lived in for the past few years is still so foreign to him. It's going to be really weird for him. Even though home kind of came here, it's not home anymore. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So I want to roll presence to just maintain who he is, and for everyone else on the Marrow who maybe heard about him and knew about his mission, to just give them confidence that he is who they're saying. Sam says he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go for it.
Okay. Advantage from Ajax.
Of course.
Thank you.
Ajax helps you maintain your identity.
Yes.
Right, and you're... I'm just thinking about the challenge rating. Go ahead and throw out any perks or feats that you think apply.
Well, Ajax is already giving me an advantage. I was gonna say, well,
Look at that smile.
You just call it.
Yeah.
You just call
Look
it
at that
yourself.
smile.
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I was
What
gonna
are you gonna
say,
say?
could I also get an advantage because Ajax is here too, and he was made by, Sam and.
I mean, the answer is yes. They just don't stack. It's like the same thing.
What about from Sam?
Ooh.
That's what I thought you were asking.
I should have asked that.
You can help.
NPC connection, for sure. You guys can utilize NPC connection.
Nephew.
Well, he doesn't really
And your
know
nephew's
me.
I
girlfriend.
mean,
She
I
does
haven't
know me.
gotten to that bit yet. I'm letting him have his moment here.
So here's the thing. It is gonna. I think to make it the same too for everybody, it will be all contested roles. My idea is that it's that ever constant presence of Origin trying to siphon off of you. Now he's going to be at disadvantage because you have Ajax, a chip,
Okay.
like the bouncers, except even a little better because it's Ajax. So,
Okay.
anyways.
So every roll's gonna
Don't
be
forget your
contested.
destructive trance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I get just? I wouldn't be in battle trance though,
Okay.
because then I have to.
Yeah.
You really?
Then you rested. It's been a year.
if it's flavored as something in combat, we can look at it. That would probably give advantage in the roll. Okay, I've got. Ooh, he did explode once.
Okay.
But bad on the d20. All right, 10, 17, 27, 34.
No.
You have d6s you can spend if you desire.
20.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, Presence Sense is one of his main stats. Of course, you guys can't reuse stats, so.
We won't ask Dan. We'll just say Success.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, of course, all of this happens, but I think this actually fits well with some of the things that you
Yeah, it
kind of
does.
come to task. One of this is origin.
Oh, bother.
Moves one forward.
Can
in
he move
initiative.
back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. If you guys
It's
get
a-
two
it's gonna be a tug of
successes, you
war.
can.
Oh, all
you
right.
can kick
All
them.
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. They both move. I'm sorry.
What?
They get to move together. If you guys separate them with a success, you only get to pull one back. So showing you guys really are going to have to work to earn this. Okay, so, and there's not a
better
ding
be a
ding.
freaking
We'll just
good
when
memory.
we finish here. Explain. I think you're probably best to explain what Brick comes back with.
Yeah.
After,
Well, it's a lot of what I was talking about. Like
Yeah.
he spent all these years trying to get home.
I was thinking the armor specifically.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know I did forget that. Thank you. He spent all this time trying to get home, and home comes. Nothing's the same. Like the war that he fought isn't a war anymore. The enemies he thought were enemies aren't enemies, and his base of operations is gone. So it's like he just feels like he's floating a little bit because he's not yet ready to call on Wen home, but now that's closer to home than what's come back to him now.
Right.
Just because of how many years he's spent in this world, getting to know it. And when he gets up there, one of the first things he does is go to one of their tech labs to figure out if he can get his armor off. And they, after seeing like all the Aether upgrades and stuff, they're not sure what to do with it, and they start fidgeting with it, and it's immediately very clear there's no getting this off. Whatever energy is being produced by the Aether is like in Brick's bloodstream, and they're not even sure how it works. So with the systems in place that be made to transition a body off of the armor, they wouldn't even know how to make a system to biologically deregulate his body off of Aether. How would you do that? So he's
It's fascinating.
like in it for good.
Yeah.
It's just like a confirmation that he was worried this was probably the case, but it's even worse than he thought.
Like they can't even get the hatch to work.
Yeah, no hatch, no door. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
thank
it would
you.
be something where you're just sort of stuck inside. I guess I had imagined I could have teleported you out, but
Yeah, all signs point to Brick would die if he left the armor. If he
This
was
is,
no
you're,
longer
when
there.
you're talking to Aether, this is the stuff that we got from like the whale's fin or whatever.
No.
Where did the Aether come from?
I mean, back at session 0,
yeah,
really. But Aether is
Oh, man.
In Arc
Oh, so
1,
we
you
didn't
guys
deal
saw
with this.
No.
Okay.
It was the only way to get the armor working again.
Someone watching is going,
Perhaps-
"Don't you
It's a-
remember?"
It's a power source.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
perhaps though, have you ever considered maybe if you can't get it all out of all of it, perhaps you could get some of it off? Like just your hands?
He'd probably have them look at that. The issue is it's a network of machines. So
It's
Having-
like in Star Trek Voyager, where they use bioneurosurgery, where it's all connected and it's part of the ship, which is why the Borg assimilation happened
Just
without.
but maybe a retraction like the helmet does. Just so you can
I think part of the
Feel?
issue would be the armor was made as a template, and there's basically like a 3D printer in it for replacements, so it was made to self-heal, and you'd have to interrupt the template to say don't print anymore, which would probably shut it down. But yeah, I think they probably try to see what they could do. But I would think, even with the Aether, like as soon as they start messing with things, it'd probably be super unpredictable, and they don't know how to deal with Aether. And weirdly enough, even the people on Wen probably would be like, I don't know, it's Aether.
Yeah, for Nori, it was all experimenting.
It's magic.
Right, and then there's steampunk elements kind of powered by the Aether in bits and bobs of it. Sorry, and a little birdie on his parts.
And a little bird on his parts.
We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
We were all thinking it.
Little birdie on his parts, not those parts.
Check out the short. But I love
Not that
we're
short.
starting here. It's this is the start to the year. This start of where it is. Where Brick is. There's no going back. There's only going forward.
Yeah.
I think given like at some point kind of getting that finality of it's not coming off, Pam will give Brick a hug and will squeeze as tight as she possibly can. Just be like, even if you can't feel it, this is what love feels like. This will always be here for you. You'll never even know if it isn't. And with that, I think she'll kind of just, she'll kind of like let go and just like the feeling hasn't changed. It's like, it means the feeling never leaves.
Yeah, I think Brick would say, I do feel it. This is who I am, this is who I've been. And I can't change that. This armor is the only reason that I am where I am. So I'm gonna keep using it. I think he the despair would probably pretty quickly change to like, this is what it was anyway. This is always what it was. Yeah, so like with Pim Pam's affirmation of like nothing's different, it's not gonna change us. I think it's gonna be a pretty quick recovery for him.
Awesome. Nice. Starting hot already. Thank you. Anybody else? Who wants to go next?
I will. Quinn has been spending this time working with each individual person, being able to impart a bit of Onwen itself into them. I think is the best way that he would describe it. And there's the necessity of us being connected. There's the necessity of us remembering who we are and where we've come from as a team. Understanding that Brick is a complicated present, right? But knowing that you are fighting for here and now, and so you are a part of Onwen, regardless of how long that you've actually been here. The Aether flowing through your veins at this point, right? Even lends itself to that same mentality and that same thought process. To give us all a little bit of Onwen, so that when we are faced with Origin, we have that reminder of who we are and where we're coming from, because we are going to be tempted to lose sight of it. We are going to be tempted by the infinite. We're going to be tempted by his its vision of what the future is, whether we want to believe in it or not. I think it's going to be so powerful we won't recognize we're being tempted until maybe it's too late. And so Quinn has been working with each individual one of you to grow on when inside you, if you will. And so maybe I won't quite give it away at the moment, but he's going to be rolling creation.
Yeah, I know what you're
this.
doing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so is this going to be a contested roll, or is this just going to be a roll to roll?
I like the idea, especially the way you're talking about it. You're literally going against this, what Brick would call sub-physics, but this aura in the background of origin that's always reaching at you. It's pulling, it's trying to suck you dry. Even you guys aren't immune to it. It's pulling and clawing.
Well, we saw it with people that we didn't recognize or we didn't think that it would be. 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒔𝒐𝒏. Right? You know, people who we wouldn't have thought to have been, would have succumbed to that kind of temptation, were drawn in so fast. You know, and even these newcomers, you know, these Bricks people, they've been fighting this battle for decades at this point. I wonder how many of them have succumbed at this, you know, at this point too. They might even have their stories of having to fight their own, you know, and knowing we're not immune to it, but.
And I think I'm actually going to lump in some information for you from that last roll you did.
Okay.
And you'll have one advantage on the roll from Sam and the connect, that mind dredge kind of connection.
Okay.
The other thing you get the idea of is that if the anchor of who you are and the purpose for your life and the reason for life is not strong, or that's where the temptation comes in. That's what Origin reaches for. Is what is your anchor? He finds that anchor, and if it's something can be corrupted, that's what he corrupts, and that's where the start of the fall is. And that's why it almost can seem random who seems to fall to it and who doesn't.
Yep.
But it's about something in the inner part of them that they anchor themselves and reality and their understanding of reality too.
Okay.
So I'll just do the roll. Let's see. He's at. Ooh, I got one explodey. So that's dropping that. 11, 16, 28, 39 total.
50.
Which is
I also
exceptional.
exploded on one, and with that help from Sam.
Oh, that's awesome. The insight brings it around.
Insight.
Okay, so exceptional success means you get to move one back. You can choose Origin or the Captain.
Was it one or both? Gotcha. Okay. If it was
You guys,
exceptional.
You only
exceptional. You got to get 2 successes to move it back, and then you can choose one of them.
Okay.
So they definitely have an advantage
Okay.
in the whole challenge event.
Got it. I thought if we
first.
get it, we get to move one back, but if we get an exceptional success, we get to move both of them back.
For every 2 successes, you get to.
Got it.
But you got an exceptional because it was 10. It was 11 over the
Yep.
challenge. So
Okay.
that's exceptional.
Okay.
So it's automatically
I
gets
see what
moved
you're saying.
back. Someone else would have had to succeed. next.
Origin.
Okay. He's metal. So Origin's back to the middle.
Yep.
Captains are 1 up.
Wait, I thought exceptional moved them both back. Did we just talk about that?
Yeah, we
Sorry, I was
just-
distracted.
It takes 2 successes to move 1 baddie.
We were talking about ding.
What?
Yes. Can we clarify that, please?
Yes.
If you want to. Ryan should have interrupted me. Long story short.
I wasn't sure if that's what you were saying.
Because
Sam's son.
I'm going to just totally blame Janae completely. Ryan texted the name of Sam's son to me, and I saw it. And then Janae pronounced it.
And then they rolled with that, and I was like, are they saying
So
ding?
it's not ding. It's
No. His nickname is Din.
Din.
D-I-N. His full name is Dinung. So that's why they call him Din.
It's actually not much better.
Then Ding?
Denung?
Ding
I thought-
dong.
Guys,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's a legend played
can't-
inside
have a-
joke. Yes, wait, no, I like it
and
now.
I kind of thought too, they've got their HUD and stuff, and maybe there's some like program that actually gives them the ding every time they get a headshot.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
That's right.
dun dun din
Din.
Like someone speaking, a human speaking would just say din.
din. Yeah,
Because
it's
din
din.
is hard to say.
Din. Because I put Ryan in a corner with aliens. But they're not aliens. They're technically fully human. It's just a different. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Pim Pam's got her own name for
I had
him.
a lot of fiber today, so I had a good denung.
BombSquad.
I hate it.
We'll go back to ding.
Anti-legend point. Run away.
This
Give 'em back.
legend point. Oh, she sounds interesting.
You guys are
Like to meet her.
Yeah.
She's dishing them out.
All right. So we've got
With
an
that-
exceptional success. Yes.
And then with that, are we able to do this thing now, or do you want to do it later?
Yeah. Well, you can say what's happening. We'll worry about exactly because the effects won't come in until combat.
Right, exactly. So what I did was heightened invocation. Heightened invocation is a special feat that Quinn has the ability of, where you will have the ability, and I'll give you a choice of 3. Do they get 2? Or do they get 1?
They'll get 1 so far. You can roll to do this again, but
Okay.
we'll use a different attribute, and you could try to get another one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You will have at least 1 permanent boon of the 3, and then if I get to do it again and I succeed again, you will have an access to 2 permanent boons used as a free action whenever you so choose during combat.
Like forever or for
Forever.
Well, I mean, bad guys can use nullify on it. That's basically nullify or someone else heighten invocationing, dispelling is the only 2 ways to
Okay.
But it's only
cancel it.
but even
nullify
then,
is temporary.
nullify is temporary.
Right.
So
it'll come back.
What power level?
Oh, because you could resist null. Okay.
right.
Got it. I'm with you.
So it would probably be
I think it's the
highest.
one you have access to, which they're level 9, so it's whatever level 8 or 9 depending on the boon. We'll talk about the actual boons. You can select them, I think, off camera.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'll give you an option of 3, and you guys get to pick one. But it's a free action.
Do we get to pick the options too?
no, Austin.
Yes.
I got it right here. Austin sent me your
You get to
choices.
pick the options of the 3.
That was
But
good.
it is a free action, and you do not have to
dad.
sustain it. So it
Awesome.
is
Nice.
just you just
Right.
get it.
Does Ajax get 1, 2?
I mean, technically yes, because you guys are linked.
Different character sheet.
If he gets another exceptional success,
Okay.
we'll
Holding
give
you
it
to
to
it.
Ajax. That's it, because some of them would affect him.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun. I like how that played out,
Yeah.
especially with the insight from Sam and understanding a little of how Origin works. All right, who's up? Let's do this thing.
I have a thought of what Ilyad's doing, but remind me again where we physically are.
Well, it's a time skip.
Right. So we're just saying.
Mostly Dinalthier.
Okay.
You could be. There's a lot of different things you could be doing because there's still people coming from the southern continent.
Escaping?
A little bit, yep. Because
Okay.
you guys were able to set that up eventually.
I think I like this then. This is going to work very well with
Beautiful.
my methodology.
There's the underground
here.
movement in Wiedźmin. There's an underground movement through the circus and the Greenwood Estate in Pradi. And then again, Pim Pam's underground movement in Avicen. The dwarves are able to funnel a lot because you guys had set it up. Being at Dinalthier, the northern section of the mountains is the dwarves fighting the goblins. Goblins have sided with Origin. We could go into a little of that. They've always worshipped Origin, actually. It goes back into their history. But
Okay. This is a terrible follow-up to Quinn's.
which is
However-
why they are never good. Specifically in
Wait,
my
say it again?
In my world, goblins literally can't be like good characters. They world building. They gave themselves over to the Devourer long ago.
Sounds like.
So
something I was
anyways,
just listening to
ignore
recently.
me.
Anyways.
What were you planning?
Oh, well, again, it's not a great follow-up to this wonderful story that we just had from Quinn. However, from Ilyad's perspective, where he's coming from, he's now graduated, so to speak, in terms of his influence and presence. It's been a stressful time, and he enjoys great pie. So he's going to his roots, and he's learning how to bake. And he's going to be putting on a bake sale.
Wow.
Just wait. Just stick with me. Stick with me.
I'm sorry. Your reaction. Wow.
Just wait.
Okay.
Let him cook.
Sorry,
Let him
yeah.
bake. There's,
Let him bake.
you know, not hordes. That's not the proper term. You know, what do you call them? Groups of people that are moving in and out. You know, people escaping.
Refugees?
Refugees. Thank you.
There we go.
The
Hordes.
refugees are struggling. Hordes. I know. People are struggling.
A bake sale for hordes.
Is that the episode title?
Yeah.
Beat the sea turtle. Bake sale for Hordes.
So many disappointed people.
We'd get more views if that was the episode title, but I mean, we're not doing that again.
No, we're not doing that again.
Oh man.
Oh, inside joke if you know.
All right. So
Are they
so
selling
sorry.
or buying?
Sorry.
I'm not understanding.
Let the man bake. What are you baking? What's going on?
But the bottom line is, all these people coming in, depression, despair, anxiety. What's going on? Let's make apple pies together. So I'm going to be doing this through influence, presence, to bolster or to improve morale.
I legitimately love this.
It's so great.
I love it because Pim Pam's thing though, right, is she's going to be helping continuing the ferrying the refugees thing.
Nice.
So when she comes back and finds Ilyad is doing a bake sale for the refugees to like boost morale, like that becomes this thing that one of the things, probably many things, but like that she looks forward to during that whole trek.
Oh my God.
And so like every time like the next batch comes in, like she just brings them right up to your tables, to your pies, and then when maybe where the rest of the refugees like aren't looking, flips into a little bit of a gown with a little French chef hat kind of thing,
Nice.
and an apron, and will help you out with making some muffins, some cookies,
With an
some
apron
tarts.
with a grape
Gotta have
smear
some
that says
blue on it, right?
I made
The
pies
grape
and
smear, the grape smear is going to come from the
goodness.
fact that she's going to actually be like making sure that you get
Yes,
one of those. She'll be
right.
like icing.
Guys, look for that apron in our merchandise store.
There you go. Yeah,
I
the
bake pies in
grapes.
dental theater. With the grapes right
Bake
there.
sale for hordes.
Okay, mine says I changed it. It
Oh.
said 3d10s.
So
You said 4d8.
you're at
because you have
influence
extraordinary
because you have extraordinary focus,
Okay.
making it a 10. So he's
Okay.
effectively rolling at a 10.
So that was
because
the
of extraordinary.
confusion.
Now here's the thing.
That's also a D10.
You, I absolutely love this. You get an advantage from Mary Marie because they have control over the Whalefins project, which means most of the world. I don't know if I've expressed this enough. It's like most of the world, Origin is consuming the life of. Nothing grows. Pretty much except where Origin has established his power, like Avison and Prati, and where you, Miri Marie, and Lady Greenwood have established growing fields through the Whalesman project. There's the only things that grow right now. So, literally, you are kind of bringing them to an oasis with Ilyad
Wow.
baking
Nice.
pies. So I
So what is that?
legitimately love it. So NPC advantage. So one advantage from Miri Marie.
So that means one
and
more
the Whalesfinch
D8.
project.
One more D8.
Yep. You
This
have
is a really cute scene, guys. Like Pim Pam, Miri Marie, Ilyad all together just doing like a little very domestic baking thing.
give yourself another advantage for extraordinary presence as well. I believe, right? Or no, you have attractive.
Attractive.
So quite literally, you're a salesman.
Good looking
Nice
guy
pie.
with a, yes.
Some nice pies.
Okay.
Apron and nothing else.
All I'm
So
seeing
four
is
of them.
Do I keep them all? or
You keep
lose them?
4.
I keep 4. Okay.
4 highest.
All right, the 4 highest.
Roll good, but not
I'm
too
so
good.
excited about this. I forgot. I got a contested role. I'm just enjoying the moment. I gotta play the bad guy.
Oh.
Which again, I love that you're literally combating the consumption, the giving in to the worst in yourself.
Right.
But I have 2 explodies.
Oh. Poop.
All right.
BM.
Wow. So I'm at 31, 36,
Jeez.
38.
Oh, come on.
Okay, and then 40,
Origin doesn't like pies.
47.
I like cake. Should have been cakes.
What do you got?
He burned all the pies.
No, it's not that. Like, it's
29. I only got 29.
29. Oh, man.
So you have your extra D6s
I will let
if you
you.
want.
Right, you got your extra D6s,
Okay.
and I will let you spend a legend point too to.
Can I fund it?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
absolutely.
so if I use a legend point,
Oh,
That glass.
I mean, that was close. That was pretty good.
I would have let. I don't know. It can't. Nice. It can't happen now. But if you had gotten it in the glass, I might have just given you all D4 for getting it. It can't happen now. It's no longer available. Limited time
Offer
offer.
rescinded. Don't try to throw it in the glass.
These are my electrolytes.
So roll a D8 and add it to your total. It does
Okay.
explode. So
Plus
you're at
2.
29. And did you put another one in as well?
I put one in too.
Okay, so yeah, roll 2d8 then,
All right,
and keep the higher.
2d8.
So what did you just
and
roll?
keep the higher.
A 6. So roll again and see if you get a 7 or an 8.
Just you can roll that.
All right, that's true.
So technically, with a +2, he's at 31 right now.
Oh, okay.
6.
6
So
plus
that's
6.
37
30.
to my
Yeah,
40.
47.
47. You could roll
37
some of your
plus
D6s if you want to add
Did you
it
do
in.
+2?
I did
You
31,
plus 2,
and
yeah.
then +6 is
Gotcha.
37.
Oh,
If you
So-
did 1d6, you would eliminate. What's it called when you get 10 over?
Exceptional.
Exceptional. Thank you. I'm so.
but it would still
not
mean a
upset-
failure.
Exceptional. I
Right.
didn't know the word.
Yeah, exceptional. Right now, all he needs is a success.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't affect.
But if I utilize
They don't
2,
get exceptional. It's just
Oh,
failure
okay,
or
okay.
nothing.
It's a good
yeah,
chance.
Yeah.
what are the odds of me getting?
Well, you could dump all 4 into it if you want. Or they both move up 1. And they haven't both reached the top yet, so it could just be a failure.
Darn those pies!
He wants the pies. This is
Give him
come
the
on,
pies.
yeah. Clear the bin.
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
the bin. So we're at 37. He needs a total of 6 to succeed.
Oh my word! Are you serious?
Isn't there?
I've already committed.
3. There we go. Okay, we're at 40. Oh my gosh! What do you get? 41. You have 4d6.
You got one more.
total.
You more.
What
more.
a waste, guys! Yours better roll good.
No.
Come on,
Pam Pam's
I love
Pam
you.
Pam
Wait,
is Pam Pam's
wait.
canonically helping out here, so she will give a legend point
All right.
to this.
Okay.
Okay, so-
she is frosting and
I
and
hold
and,
this.
try-
You're
and
saying?
Hold on that. Roll a d8. We're totally. I love this though. This is great.
We're really fighting for this.
Yeah.
Pam has traveled with the refugees.
Yep.
She's taking time to get to know them, to learn their stories, and we'll get to a little bit of what she's sharing. So she is going to, as much as she can, custom the design of the frosting to the people that is serving. To
Smiley faces.
smiley faces where that's the right thing, but also just like things that she knows are memories that they have and that they shared with her. So she's really trying to set you up for success and making sure that like people really are feeling it.
Oh, I missed. Wow.
What do you got?
5. 46, 47.
Well, it's not technically wouldn't be adding into it. You're looking for a replace. That would be another advantage. So you got a +1.
Okay.
Spend 3 legend points. So
There's no way. It's impossible.
Success with a twist is an option for the GM.
oh yeah. Although in a challenge event, it's just it'll
know.
still move. Obviously, you guys are doing the bake sale. It's succeeding.
However,
But you only need 2 now. You only need a 2
a 2.
to succeed.
What are you giving me that for? Oh, you're
Get it in the tray.
Roll it. Put it in the tray.
put it in the tray.
Put it in the tray.
Get a 6.
Oh,
Hey!
What do you got?
It's
You got
like-
6.
six.
6. Oh, roll again.
Okay.
Get a exceptional success on this puppy.
We fought hard for this exceptional.
What do you got?
One.
It's a one.
Fine.
Oh, one. That's still okay. So
Well, it's not exception.
7 to right.
Exceptional?
You needed 10.
Is that a word?
So you got.
No.
I mean, unless you want to put another
I
d6
have
on it,
lost.
that is
math.
a success.
Every
Oh,
time,
I don't
every
know.
time Iliad's emotions like roll up and down, and like she's
Oh, my word.
bringing down
Dude.
the bake sale.
He needs a
Pim
little
is going
strudel.
to like throw a strudel at you.
And what
like,
I'm
no,
going to say
bring
is
it back
like,
up. Come on.
all the legend points spent on that will count that so that it moves the captains back to the middle. Because I feel like you guys spent a lot of resources on
I think
that.
that's the hardest in the history of BombSquad.
That was ridiculous.
Anyone has fought for a
We
role to succeed.
really
those
just don't
great
want them
pies.
moving forward. Because
That's true.
if we lose, they both move forward.
It's really
And we don't get pies.
Or burnt ones.
I love
Worse.
this though. You guys put everything, and it's not just the pies, right? It's all of you as a team in all these things that you're doing that's actually combating. And because of the understanding that Quinn gained from the chips that Sam and the bouncers use, that they've learned to offload some of what Origin is trying to do to people's consciousness, in combination with the whale's fin, which actually makes it more powerful. It's still not a permanent solution to it, but it's even more powerful. All of these things are making it so that you're actually not seeing a lot of people falling into degradation. They have to commit to this. Sam and the bouncers, and this is where the D6 dice are going to come in, are starting to install some of these chip things into people, especially those that perhaps using the tools you guys can pull back from the brink, they need it the most because they're teetering on the edge since they've already effectively touched hell once. So maybe you're doing it while, like, there's Sam and the they have this whole, some kind of thing has come down from, I'm sorry, remind me of the ship name again.
The marrow.
The Marrow. Thank you. Something's come down from there where they've actually set up a lab there. Right next to it is
Right.
it's pies. So it's kind of like a blood draw when you get the like cookie or something. Right? All right.
is Iliad singing though? While
I'm
while
certain-
you're cooking and
certain.
serving and
Also
and
juggling,
And
and then with
juggling.
his daggers, slicing apples, and they all lay into the unmade pies.
Miri can magic that to make sure that when they land, they
all
land the
right.
most feng shui way possible.
Yes.
There's all the little poor peasant children.
I love that though. Like literally, you guys are surrounded by barren wasteland. There's this little pocket in 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂. It's just like Gondor, white, shining, and there's actually some growth there in very specific places. And there's actually kids laughing. And I think, especially for Pim Pam, bringing them out of it, it's the first time you're hearing the laughing of the refugees and stuff. Nice, well done. This all started with a bake sale for Hordes. It's such a beautiful moment. All right, ladies.
Maybe go ahead.
Okay, so Pim Pam is going to make as many of these transits as she can, going and bringing in refugees, both like from well-established routes, from the capital, from another continent if possible, and if she catches winds or rumors that there might be some pocket or outpost or a town that may have some survivors, like she'll forage new paths and bring them back. The process of going out and back and everything though is always focused on maintaining that hope and in reassuring people that there is something that's worth pressing on for and not giving into that despair. And she is going to start trying to share this idea, this enlightenment that she has between the ideas that grandfathers taught about the boundaries and those walls and the security that they have, and showing people that there is in this world safety and security. It's built right into the bones. It's built right onto the sacrifice of 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂, that they have that, and the fear and the destabilization that they are feeling with the Origin attacking people's anchor making them give up, feeling like they're detached, like they want to just run or fall or jump off the edge. She is sharing this other element to the philosophy, and that is the tragedy of 𝒂𝒂💏, and showing that the desire and the drive to be free and to push beyond the bounds is also an innate feeling that people can have. And when that gets taken advantage of, when fear drives you too far and too far astray from the people that you have around you that help you, you can get lost in that. So she wants to really promote the idea of freedoms and restraints. They are both there. It gives you the power to choose and to guide the wise, to keep on the path, to stay together, to stay safe, and to and to pursue and push on to 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏, to where the safety is. Doesn't have it all worked out yet, but she's trying to take the steps in passing on what she has learned, and hoping that the future provides the opportunity for people to really use that and see that and make a way of life that doesn't so readily fall into what Origin has taken advantage of here. Whatever comes out of this, it's not going to be what the Horizon were doing. So I'm not entirely sure if, like, the best thing on this is, like, agility would work well, movement would work well. When is this challenge event going to be, like, for all 3 sessions where we're picking one?
No, when combat starts, that'll be a reset.
That'll be a reset
So
for
this
tomorrow.
is just for tonight.
So for tonight, but we're going to do probably 3 each, or
Hopefully, yeah.
then I'm gonna take
Yeah, because I could see you going a couple different directions with it for sure.
I'm gonna take a risk on this one. I'm rolling persuasion.
Okay.
She is so.
That's awesome. And let's see. I definitely think I'm trying to pick what NPC advantage makes the most sense in this.
Because what she's doing is, again, these are the lessons from grandfather.
Yes.
And the lessons about 𝒂𝒂💏.
Man, I mean, it really is the deities. Yeah, it's the advantage because you can literally you are a mortal witness now.
I'm a mortal witness for the Clockmaker, but in a sense, also 𝒂𝒂💏.
Because
I want people to
saw
understand
this.
his point of view, and let that be fear for something to a fearful thing for the ignorant, and for it to be enlightenment for the wise, and an open door for the people that are really willing to just go. She's not going to stop them. The guardian of the gate. That's what she is.
Nice. I love that.
So,
I'll give another advantage because of the previous times. Both previous time skips, you guys have set up actual underground movements and pathways. So you've put in the legwork previously to have things set up. So you're working with an infrastructure.
Okay, so the infrastructure, deity.
Yep, advantage. Yep.
Can I get one from 𝒂𝒂💏?
I think Adam would give you one. I don't want to speak too much. Adam, comment below. But
Okay, and then because this is, and I'm going to take one of these other D6s as well. I'm going to put it just right into it because, again, Pam is starting. She's just not. This isn't something she's designed for. It's something she believes in. So
I really like that because that brings you to a 2d6 too. So.
Okay.
And again, you guys going right after the heart of what's going on. So I love that.
So
no explosions on this one.
So 5 on the big die, but I have 5, 5, 6, 6, and 6 on those other dice.
So you get to keep the 2 highest of those because you spent one
Okay.
from Sam, who's off screen.
Okay.
Hi, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So
Thank you.
No problem.
the 2 highest ones of those. So it looks like a 25.
He's got a 33 right now.
She's not going to. I'm going to go ahead and put a legend point on that one.
Okay. So that one you get to roll another 6 and just add it. So that puts you at 26. And then add another d6.
Okay. So that would allow me to keep one of the other high ones.
Yep.
And give one. So that's another 8 to that.
Which is 33, which is success.
Whew.
There you go.
Nice
Okay.
job with one of your lowest stats too, man.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so that means Captain or Origin. Who would you like to go back one?
I think she's kind of she's acting like a witness and kind of more on that higher tier. I think this is directly against Origin.
That's fair.
She's not really fighting his minions.
Very cool.
Then the other thing that she's doing when she comes back is checking on Captain Stranger. Just
Well, I was
seeing how-
thinking you added a d6 in there from the bouncers, and
right. So
Din is a bouncer.
part of her hope is of course like seeing him, connecting with him, and them doing also like some like training and stuff as well. So
Yeah, I think too he would, and Ryan, if you can add anything too, I think he would go with you on these missions.
Oh, really?
Actually. Absolutely. Yeah.
oh,
I mean, he hasn't seen anything but space for a while, so this is a
That would be
whole
cool.
new thing. What's that?
That would be cool for
That
him.
is
He gets to
very
see the whole
cool.
place. A
Yeah.
lot of
Pim Pam
it.
did say that she was gonna show him things he never dreamed of. So
Right.
taking him on these adventures and sharing those things, and I'm curious, like what are his thoughts on her philosophies?
Yeah, I think because so you guys are just beginning on this downfall. This has been his entire life. He was born at the end of the world, and so I think he has to actually process it. And I think with the role too is that he's seeing a lot of that. He's like, well, I suppose we literally jumped. I mean, that's what my dad and my uncle did. They went beyond the bounds. I know everyone tells us that we didn't cause it, but sometimes it kind of feels that way. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing you can do. It's just, this is how it is.
That's what he wants you to feel. It's what brings you to a point where you just stop fighting and fall in, and you've seen that in your men. But the point is that you made a leap, and it was a leap of faith. You wound up landing somewhere where you have allies, and that's part of knowing where it's safe to leap from, and when you just have to believe.
It's kind of reminded me of some comms my dad left. Kind of like a journal of his thoughts. We talked about that kind of stuff.
Journals like that might shape the world that's going to come after this. I'd love to hear them and listen to them with you. It may be something that we need to share as well.
I mean, I wouldn't know his voice without him. So, yeah, it would be great for someone else to hear him.
I've almost never heard the voice of my father. I believe he's still out there. But he's spent my whole life on the battlefield fighting this before we even had a name for it.
I think you guys are... This is after many, many chats you've had, and you're walking back. And he just takes your hand. I'm sorry. We're having a moment here. I love that. I didn't even think about that. That's great.
We'll make them proud.
Yeah. Yep.
And with that, we'll go into the cafe.
Wait, what?
They're going to pies. They're
Oh,
coming
pies!
back.
Yeah, come get it.
Come get it.
That's awesome.
And we'll casually ask him what's his
You got
favorite
me.
flavor.
You're the first one of the night.
Yeah.
Got me first. Well done. All right.
Okay. So, I was just thinking of like where Aurora left with where her mental place was at, and she was she had used the eyes, and she was very doubtful of their situation and very scared in a way, and trying to take things into her own hands, and so I think with seeing the changes of everything, seeing the pie, seeing the people coming in and stuff, she's starting to gain more of a resolve, and it makes me think of back when she was in her wagon and she had just left her home. She had nowhere to go. She's lost, and then all of a sudden she gets this resolve to like move on and to keep pressing forward. And I didn't tell you this, but she's going to destroy the eye.
Oh, okay.
And my thought was that in that process, because you need to have 2 flaws, and I was thinking as a replacement for that, she could be sick in some way from the eyes, from destroying it. So I'll leave it up to you how you want to flavor that sickness or how the eyes would affect her.
That's cool. I think that should be your role. I mean, it'll represent more, right? Unless you were
I
thinking
had a little bit
something.
more.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So, unless you had an idea of the sick thing.
Oh, do
I'll
you
let
want
you
that to
ruminate
affect
on
that? Yeah, give me a second to think about it.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
So now she's impaired somehow, but she feels like very confident now in herself. Like she feels very sure. She feels very ready to take on her job. So she's going to partner with King Bec, and my thought was that she becomes a support for him in using prescience for.
I've got a thought. It's when you're ready.
Yeah. So I thought she would use prescience because then she could use true sight. She could use all these different seeing things to support him so that he can be the central figure for everybody to look to and everybody to have hope in. And she is just trying to build him up and to be a part of his council in a way. Like all the Abaddons, there used to be many Abaddons, and they would all work together with the king. Yeah. And so she's kind of bringing back that tradition of working from the background.
I love that. That's
awesome.
It actually fits really well with what I think you're actually going to get. Cosmetic deformity. Just like Ingrid.
Awesome.
But this is...
Do I get a hump on my back?
It's the mole.
Bring it back. Bring it
A mole
back.
with a wart.
I love that direction. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
A lazy eye.
A lazy No, it's the
Hey, Aurora!
What happened here?
Aurora? No, wait, Aurora.
Here.
look at me when I'm talking.
Here.
All right, fuck it, this is serious.
I am looking.
And it slowly rolls. Okay, that's not it at all. Not it at all.
Oh, dear.
When I think what you have to destroy the Eye of the Eyes, you have to enter into death, and stand at the edge of the final ring, and in the waters. Where the waters are flowing the strongest, the pull is the deepest, right near the next ring being the throne of Marosha. And crushing the Eye of the Eyes. And it takes all of your will, which is one of your highest stats. So it's only something you could do in crushing the Eye of the Eyes. And you, in that moment, experience the rise and fall of who the Eye of the Eyes was, this Scolari that became undead, that rejected everything that they stood for, being one of the oldest Scolari, well, certainly the oldest Scolari alive, at the same age as the Saint Archero, and seeing many of the battles because they were nemesis. Is that the plural? Nemesises?
Nemesis.
I like
Seeing
all
a
of
lot
them.
of that, but experiencing all of that, and in that, when you return from death, you now are pure white hair. Your eyes are pure white, and when people look at you, you shift in and out. No one can, I think, outside of maybe the party who know you for who you are, when they look at you, they see something otherworldly, and they're almost looking at death. People who are not strong-willed enough and then will look at you could potentially see their death. And it becomes very hard to even look at this Abaddon, because you have now absorbed a part of what the Eye of the Eye made herself of, which is the ability to see beyond and to see and predict the future and to look through everything. So that fits perfect with what you're doing. Monitor! Babies. Awesome. So, cosmetic deformity now.
Okay.
Legend point for that.
Oh.
By the way, switching a flaw. Really cool. Soft clap. And
so I was thinking prescience, though.
Yeah.
Of her standing behind King Beck and just helping him see through everything, pretty much. And
Beautiful.
have the lay of the land.
you'll have an advantage on that from King Beck, because the previous challenge event, you guys established that relationship and bringing back the old ways. Spin me a tail on anything else too. You do have your feat skill specialization, which would apply in this.
Yeah, I actually got 2 skill
Two advantage from that.
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Legend points, D6. No.
I'll throw a legend point in.
All right. We're getting close.
Counts.
So 1 more, and then I keep 3.
Well, I got 1 more roll to do, but no explodies.
We'll see.
A
Your
31.
watch keeps
31.
Oh, lighting up.
every time
Sorry.
No, I'm just fascinated by it. It's like black, and then she moves her hand and it lights up.
It's distracting.
You're keeping
A
an
little
extra
bit.
die because you're at advantage. So you're keeping a total of, what do you roll for prescience?
21 though, still.
21. For, what do you roll for prescience? Oh, it's
I have 2d6, but I have advantage to King Beck, the
Right, so
legend
you're
point, but I got
keeping-
2 on my big dice, so it's...
You're keeping 3 d6. Now, you do have your d6 from Sam if you want to add those in.
Well, what did you get?
31.
Yeah, I can do it.
No. That's
So,
what they're there for.
I'll add in 2 more. We'll see.
I thought we
what
needed them
happens.
for the final battle.
Well, you could save
Season
them.
Friday.
What?
Still might be a good thing.
Adding
true.
7?
Oh, you're 3 shy.
I don't know. Oh, and then I get a 6. So,
Hey, well, explode now. Explode
Okay.
now. This is all keeping because that's a Sam die.
another 6?
Oh, you might have exceptional success.
Come on.
And a 5.
What's with my big
5.
set?
Okay, so that's 12, 11 to that. That's exceptional success.
Okay.
Nice.
Right? 7 and 11, 18. I think we're calling it exceptional success. And I slightly changed it just because, but do you want to move captain or boss?
I like kicking Origin back. I don't
Kicking
know.
Origin back.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I'm shifting it a little bit, so I'll let Austin move once. I'm going to shift it to 1 success just because I don't think we're going to get as many rolls as I want to. So you can move I'm going to move the captain back.
Okay.
1 for your exceptional success.
Okay.
And then you can move 1 more. You can put Origin at the bottom or move the captain back with Origin and Kristen. I'm changing it to 1 success. Just
I'm
'cause
sorry.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure we get through in the night. So
What did you want me to do?
you can move again because you got an exceptional. I'm tweaking the rules. on the
Oh,
fly.
okay.
In your advantage.
Origin again. Go.
Okay,
Back of the
Origin's
line.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you got to get the captain to the bottom to be able to attempt a roll for a surprise round.
Okay.
All right, so that's everybody. Which means this has been another fantastical episode of BombSquad and
knew
Every
that was
Studios
coming.
production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you also gain access to bonus content, as well as our private Discord where you can chat with us, play West March Kingmaker, join these guys. It's an amazing story. I'm really enjoying the play-by-post and everything people are writing in there. Thank you guys. And check out the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as Dadbod Fitness, Interplanar Crossroads, Scrat, DM Tales, a lot of cool people, and so much more. Thank you so much for joining the adventure, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Can't do it.